Hello soulmates, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and if you are new to this channel you are highly welcome. In today's tutorial I'll be teaching you how to cut and sew this stylish jacket or a pinafore or a blouse. I don't know the name to call this, but in this tutorial we'll be cutting and sewing this. So if this is a tutorial you're interested in, please like this video, drop a lovely comment for me in the comment section, share this video, and also please subscribe to this channel. Thank you. So guys, for this tutorial you will need a crepe fabric, and if you want to use a lining you will need a matching lining, though my lining was not matching, but this was the closest color I could get. So you will need about 1 yard of your fabric. So because my fabric is not straight, it's like a pieces, I just went ahead to cut this out. So I'll be telling you what the measurement is. So this is on fold, and I'm just slashing, I'm opening up this part here. So now the wideness of this is my shoulder measurement. So my shoulder is 15, but I have 16 here. So when I sew with ½ inch on both sides, I will be left with 15 inches. So the wideness is 16 inches. 15 inches is my shoulder, and the wideness like ½ inch to join on both sides. So now the ½ inch I mark at this upper part is to join the shoulder area, while the length I'm working with is 24 inches. I noticed the 24 inches was not long enough, so you can do 25 or 26, and the remaining 1.5 I have there is for the turning. So I want the fabric to still be inside a little bit, so this 1.5 inches will be inside. So now my length is 24 inches, but I added ½ inch at the top for the joining of the shoulder and 1.5 inches extra, so that's 26 in total. For the neckline I'll be working with 2.5 inches wideness. You know it is on fold, that's 2.5. And for the front I'll be using 3 inches for the front, and I'll be using 1.25 for the back. 3 inches for the front and 1.25 for the back. So let me draw the back neckline first. So this is the back neckline. Then I will go ahead and measure for the front. So for the front I'm using 3 inches, and I'll go ahead and also connect the neckline. So in case you don't want to use a lining for yours, you want to use the same fabric, so the same way I'm cutting the lining, that's the same way you will cut the fabric. So instead of just cutting the lining, you will just cut the same fabric. So now that is the front neckline, and that's the back neckline, and the wideness is about 2.5. The back neckline is 1.25 inch, while the front is 3 inches. So I'll go ahead and cut the back first before cutting the front. So for my shoulder slope is just 1 inch, so just connect it to the neckline like this. Yes. So you go ahead and cut the back neckline first before you cut the front. Please cut the back neckline first before the front. After cutting the back, you can now go ahead and remove one of it. So the one of it will be for the back, and the other one will be for the front. So guys, because the neckline is quite small and we won't be adding a zipper today, so you have to open up this part a little bit. So the opening can be about 5 inches or 4 inches depending on how wide you want it, how low you want it rather. So I recommend you use about 4 or 5 inches so that your head will be able to enter into this blouse. So now this is the lining. I went ahead to cut the lining. Because I'm using a lining, I added interface to the lining. So this is the lining, and the lining is shorter than the fabric. You know, I want to fold the fabric like this inside, so this lining is shorter than the main fabric by 2.5 inches. So in case you are using the same fabric for the lining, so just cut the second one to be 2.5 inches shorter. So this is what I have, and same thing for the back. it is shorter by 2.5 inches also. So the next thing I will go ahead and do now is to join them by the shoulder. So I will join the fabric separately by the shoulder, and I'll also join the lining too by the shoulder. So these are the strap by the side. They are like the belt. Is it the belt? The strap by the side, and you should have four pieces like this. So this wideness is about 6 inches wide, while the length is 25 inches for each of them. So it is 6 inches wide and 24 inches long. So you go ahead and close up one end, then you sew. After sewing, this is what I have. So I'll go ahead and turn this to the right side, then I'll go ahead and iron this. So after ironing, this is what I have. Let's place that one aside. So this is the blouse. So I've joined them at the shoulder area. So this is what we have. So it's time to fix the belt, the strap to the blouse. So what I did was to place my tape at this edge. As you can see where I'm placing the tape, if you place it at the other end over there, it will be shorter by 1 inch. So I'm marking my underbust. So my underbust is 12.5. So my underbust is 13 rather. So I'm marking 13 inches. So I'm just marking the 13 inches at the side. See the way I'm doing. I don't want the shock to show on the fabric. That's why I'm making it very light. So mark your underbust. So whatever your underbust is, you mark it, then you place the strap. So you place the strap after the line downward. So you don't place it on the line, you place the strap downward, that is after the 13 inches line. So that's where you place the strap. So you place it like this. As you can see the way I'm placing it, then you pin it down. So the belt is inside, not at the edge. The belt is in, like I'm placing it inward. So this is how you should place it. So you also place the last one too, just like this. So now we'll go ahead now and just sew the neckline. So this is the lining. I'll place the lining like this, then I'll go ahead and sew the neckline all round. So I'll open this part here. I want to open this joining that I have here. So I'll go ahead and sew. So at this opening I have at the back, I will sew with 1/4 inch, but on the neckline I will sew with 1/2 inch. So after sewing, you go ahead and notch the neckline, and after notching, I'll go ahead and also top stitch. Make sure you notch the neckline, then you top stitch. So when you want to top stitch, you top stitch on the lining. So you top stitch on the lining all around. So after top stitching and ironing, this is what I have. So this is the blouse. So it's time to close up this blouse. So the first thing I did was to place this like this. See the way I'm holding it. I'll place it like this, then I'll go ahead and sew this part. Then I'll go ahead and also sew the back part too. So see the way I'm holding it. So this is the right side. You make sure the right side are facing each other, then you just pin it down and you sew. So after joining the end over there, the next thing I will do is to sew the sides. So when you want to sew the side, you have to sew them one after the other. What if I told you that I've already joined this blouse, but I couldn't turn it because I joined it wrongly? So I have to loosen it and start all over again. So now this is how I was able to join it. So for this side now, I'll be joining this side. So guys, this is how I'll be joining the side. So this other side here, you make sure it is in like this. So you use the other side to cover it. Just follow what I'm doing, you will understand what I'm trying to do. So I will close up this side, and I'll make sure the other side is inside what I'm sewing. So I want to pin the shoulder area because I want the lining and the fabric to align. So I'll pin the shoulder area right now. Then after pinning, I'll go ahead and sew. As you can see that I place everything inside, so all the belts are inside. So I'll go ahead and sew everything. So for this side, I'll be sewing it all through. I won't leave any opening for this one, but when I'm sewing the other one, I will leave an opening. So I'll go ahead and sew this all around. Please note that the lining and the fabric are not the same, so when you are sewing, also consider that. Make sure everything is aligning. So after sewing, you go ahead and turn this. So see the way I'm pulling it out. So you pull it out, then you go ahead and sew the other side. So this part now is secured. So this is the other side. So for the other side also, I'll go ahead and do the same thing like I did for this side. So I'll flip this too, and I'll put the other side inside. Then I'll go ahead and sew, but the only difference is that I will leave an opening here. Please, when you want to leave an opening, make sure the opening is towards the back bodies, so that just make sure it is towards the back bodies. So you pin the shoulder area also, then you also sew this part. Like I said, you will leave an opening, because if you don't leave any opening, there is no way you will be able to turn this out. So you leave an opening of about 3 inches wideness or 4 inches. Then you go ahead and sew. So this is my opening right here. So it is the opening I'll be using to pull this out. So this is the opening here. So I want to push it out from this end first before I now drag it out from the opening. So guys, this is the blouse after turning it out. So make sure you turn every edge of this blouse out. So the opening we have, we'll use our needle and thread to just unstitch it. So we'll use a invisible stitch to do we'll use invisible stitch to close it up. So now I'll go ahead and iron this so that it can look very nice. I'll go ahead and iron it, and after that we'll also fix hook and eye for the back. You know, there is an opening at the back, so we need an hook and eye at that part. So after ironing, this is what my blouse looks like. I forgot to show you the hook and eye part, but I added hook and eye to the back just to hold that part together. So I'm using my hand needle to close this part up. So in case you don't have hook and eye, you can also use a button and a button hole for the back. So you can also use a button and a button hole too. So I'm done with the hand stitching, and this is what the stitch look like. So the stitch is not showing outside, the stitch is showing is inside. So that's how I close this part up. So you fix your hook and eye to the back, and this is what it looks like on me. I love this top very much because it is very simple, very simple and comfortable. So thank you so much for watching. If you haven't liked this video, please like, drop a comment for me in the comment section, share this video with your friends and community, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye.